John Milton, 1608 to 1674, was an English poet, polemicist, and civil servant, best known for his epic poem Paradise Lost. He was born in London to a prosperous family, and received an excellent education, first at St. Paul's School and then at Christ's College, Cambridge. Milton was a prodigious writer from a young age, and his earliest known poem was written when he was only 15. After completing his education, Milton traveled extensively throughout Europe, where he met many of the leading intellectuals of his time and was exposed to a wide variety of cultural influences. During this time, he also began writing political pamphlets, in which he advocated for various causes, including religious toleration and republican government. In 1642, the English Civil War broke out, and Milton returned to England to serve as a propagandist for the parliamentary cause. He wrote a series of pamphlets in support of the parliamentary army and its leaders, including Oliver Cromwell, and became known as one of the most eloquent and effective polemicists of his time. After the Civil War ended in 1649 and the monarchy was abolished, Milton was appointed to a number of high-profile positions in the new government, including Secretary for Foreign Tongues, which involved translating official documents into various languages. However, when the monarchy was restored in 1660, Milton was imprisoned for his role in the execution of King Charles I. He was eventually released, but was stripped of his government positions and his property, and lived the remainder of his life in relative obscurity. Despite his political setbacks, Milton continued to write, and during this period he composed his two most famous works, Paradise Lost and Paradise Regained. Paradise Lost, which was published in 1667, is an epic poem that tells the story of Adam and Eve's fall from grace and their expulsion from the Garden of Eden. It is considered one of the greatest works of English literature, and its influence on subsequent poets and writers has been enormous. Milton's other major work from this period, Paradise Regained, is a much shorter poem that tells the story of Christ's temptation in the wilderness. Although it has been less influential than Paradise Lost, it is still considered an important work in Milton's oeuvre. Milton's poetry is characterized by its grandeur, its moral seriousness, and its intellectual depth. He drew on a wide range of literary and cultural sources, including the Bible, classical mythology, and Renaissance humanism, to create works that were both intellectually challenging and emotionally powerful. In addition to his poetry, Milton also wrote numerous political and religious tracts, including Areopagitica, in which he argued for the importance of freedom of the press, and The Doctrine and Discipline of Divorce, in which he argued for the right of individuals to divorce and remarry. Milton died in 1674, and was buried in St. Giles Cripplegate Church in London. Although his political career was ultimately a failure, his literary achievements have ensured that he is remembered as one of the greatest poets in the English language.